It is now time for your next challenge. Now, don't worry about the HTML or the CSS. You can download those. I have the boilerplate template for you guys, okay? What you need to worry about is making these buttons functional. If I press plus, it should keep on going up by 1. If I press minus, it should keep on going down by 1, okay? Think about that for a second. You can take a look at the hints here. Pause, try your best, and I'll show you how to solve it when we come back. All right, hope you guys got that. Let's see how we can solve this. Now, I'm gonna look at the HTML first. I see that there's 2 buttons. So we're gonna need event listeners on both. But if you think about it, this is one of those cases where we can take advantage of event bubbling, right? So instead of putting it on any of these, we can just put it on the section, okay? You can even put it on the body if you want in this case, because it's the only thing that's on there, okay? All right. Now, since this is a small project, I'm just gonna do an on-click right here. On-click, and then what function? Handle click. And since we're gonna be using events, remember you need the keyword event, not just E. Save this. In JavaScript, we're gonna define that function handle click, text in E. Okay, so how are we gonna tell when the user clicks this button versus this button? Well, remember we can use e.target, right? So you can do if e.target dot. Now, we can go by text content and check if it's the minus or the plus sign, right? But I just wanted to show you there's multiple ways. So you can just add an ID and go by ID. ID minus, ID plus. Okay. So if e.target.id is triple equal to minus, what do we do? Well, how are we gonna change this value? Let's look back at HTML. So this value belongs to the div, right? We should probably also give this a class. I would just say a class score value. Okay. And then I'm going to select the score value here. Const score is equal to document.querySelector.score value. Now the reason that I declared this in the global scope is so that we can reuse this later on if we want, right? If we expand our project, if we have more than one function, right? It's better to have your document.querySelectors on top and on the global scale. Okay, so if they click on the minus sign, what do we do? Well, we can do score.textContent is equal to score.textContent minus 1. Does this work? It should, right? Let's try. -1, -2, -3, -4. Good, okay. Another way is that you can just do this. Double minus, cool. All right, so since there's only 2 buttons, else means they're gonna click the plus button. So then you just have this, plus plus. Yep, that works. Awesome. I'll see you in the next lesson.